Okay, this is supposed to be a longer video for YouTube. Um, I feel compelled for progress and like everyone else, like I gotta add like advice and knowledge, and hopefully I'll come to that as I talk about things. I don't really know how to like I think this is important for structuring. Anyways, documenting. Gotta document it. Just start with the day. Anything like I just read from 9 to 2. I might continue to read later. Though I think it's time that like I make videos. I'm gonna make videos. Um, Maybe one or two for 10 minutes I can upload to all the platforms. But then I'm going to make a podcast and just sort of practice thinking. Hopefully, I can come up with original ideas. Um, I sort of have a more maybe clear. It might not be exactly correct. I don't know. So I kind of have this sense that though, like maybe more tribally within one's own social bonds, with familiarity and who they know, sort of just repetition and whoever they're around, people create these bonds of love and care for whoever they kind of know. And like this culture is like um, individualistic, and I cut myself. I have a freaking pimple, and I was shaving and like it got cut. Freaking people are competitive, individualistic, and for the stupider sorts or the more short-term orientated, less thoughtful sorts that don't see the greater good, they kind of just like have this adversarial, like ten, adversarial and sort of like listless care. It's not really like, oh, you can't help everyone, you can't manage everything or what else. But sort of people are less altruistic, they're less caring and giving, and um, more focused on people are like starved. I think people have this like, though yes, at the same time like we're more abundant than we've ever most of human history, and there's a lot of resources, but like the bar that's set is for the bar that's set for stuff like what's victory, what's satisfying, what's worth it, is pretty high, and there's a sense that like there's not enough, and people work for hours and hours and hours, and then they get this relatively small amount to the amount of effort that they put in, and it's just like you just work, and then like you come home and like, well, do whatever with your time. But I'm sort of having a larger sense of like just dumb monkey stuff, like dumb monkey whatever, like um that people are short-sighted, and like I don't know, like I just had a few instances like just thinking about liars. It's like had a few people like send me like say, oh yeah, I got your Venmo, I'm gonna send it, and then like nothing happens. Or this lady told, I mentioned weed, and she's like, oh yeah, give me your number and I'll freaking later on I'll come bring some weed gummies to you, and just like lying bullshit. And like I kind of feel like a lot of people, most people, um, don't necessarily understand that like when you do lie, there's a consequential warping of the mind. Like you break your conscience, you get the short term game of whatever it is, and then maybe you get what you want, and that builds up a level of arrogance, and sort of like sense of like, oh, that was totally worth it and all that. But you know, it's like in situations that you have to rely on your own faculties of what is truthful or what is not, and what you're gonna have to face in dire consequences when you have a conscience that you've like lied about things and you've pathologized and you weren't honest with yourself and you wouldn't confront things and you avoided responsibilities or certain things that you were supposed to do. You just like you're not able to rely on yourself very much, and it can be a terrible tragedy. And then like there's the pings of the toxic conscience. It's like Jesus in the Bible says like one thing that's like you won't be forgiven is like the man who basically lies or deceives himself and repeatedly does so and betrays his conscience when he knows that he's doing something not to be true. Like that brings a wretched state and miserable being, I suppose. And sort of like paying attention to your conscience, knowing what you should be doing and ignoring it, it paints your soul to some degree. Um, Avoidance of responsibility and what is hard, like, you know, like these things like setting plans, setting marks. Um, I woke up this morning, I was tired, and then it was snowing, and I was like, oh shit, well, I don't have knee pads or elbow pads or a helmet. Maybe I shouldn't just go out and ride my bike. And then I was like, took a 5 minute or so, like cold shower. I was gonna do an hour, and it's just like I wanted to do it. I set the goal. No, my conscience wasn't really begging for it. It was more like that's not gonna work. That shit's not gonna work. Why you're wasting your time? Like, um, what did my conscience tell me? Yeah, just go to the gym. Like last night, I was laying there, and I was like, oh, I promise, no matter what happens, I'll go to the gym, even if it's past 6. Um, and then like yeah, then my conscience is like, you fucking promised me, you promised me. And I wake up in the morning, it's like, you're supposed to go to the gym. And like I wake up, actually I woke up, and then I kind of just like opened my eyes, and like I didn't feel good. I just felt like shit, and I just went back to sleep, and I woke up again, and like I thought it was like 30 minutes, but it was like up until like right before 7, like 10 minutes before, something like that. And then I just freaking like, what's the goalpost? It's like thing like my conscience doesn't like it when I eat too frequently, pretty much. Like I'm supposed to be fasting, um, and either the morning, so like wake up, it's 5 o'clock, and then wait until um, 12. I mean, usually like at the same time, like wake up, hit the gym at like 5:30 or 6, and then leave, and then get back at like 8. Um, and then after that, I'm supposed to, like, it's optimal for muscle growth to work out and then immediately eat that protein instead of waiting throughout the day. And then like it's like 4 o'clock, and then you eat, and like you would just get less gains. But like I think for the most part, um, every day I'm supposed to be fasting. Like nature requires it. It's important for my longevity. It's important for my cognition. And then I got some weight to lose. I'm supposed to get shredded for Instagram and like all the, and just looking good. But also it's like it's more discipline. And then also once I'm shredded, like I could probably like I could pig out a couple of times or something like that. I'm gonna not like maybe like 500 more calories than what is recommended. Even then, if I go 500 calories over, and like I'm exercising, so like 2,500 is like I can increase that. Whatever it is, I'm eating a little under that for the most part. But like all you really need is like all your vitamins and nutrients, some vegetables. You want phytonutrients, you want antioxidants, you want these like compounds that come from uh, a whole bunch of things. But like for the most part, it's like you need protein, and you need some fiber maybe, and even that you don't necessarily need fiber, but it's good for your gut health. It's definitely supposedly worth it for your over long term longevity. And then going to the bathroom though, like there's some people that say it's like, if you eliminate fiber then you reduce constipation, and like there's evidence that if you increase fiber, um, there's evidence that if you increase fiber too much, then you get constipated, which is like was a big deal for me because I was constipated for like a year. Um, just that one time, just being on weed and like so excited for like the magic, bro. So excited for the self development, the creativity. It was like so exciting at the time, and just like I was like, I didn't want to poop one time, and then that just led to this like cycle of I don't know exactly how it happened, but yeah. Um, but you just need like protein and like fruits and vegetables and like carbohydrates if you're going to be doing performance, or you can use it to relax, I suppose. I mean, it is a fuel that is useful and good for cognition sometimes and all that, and calming to some degree, it appears to be to me. I think sugar, it boosts serotonin, but um it's super duper silly. Like yesterday, I kind of irresponsibly ate. It's not entirely irresponsibly, because like maybe it's somewhat responsibility to like have some fun and not just be boring all the time. And not that my protein meal with blueberries is all that bad, but like sometimes I want something else. Um, Having like ramen and like freaking a grilled cheese sandwich with like normal bread, not keto bread. Um, and just like every now and then, it's fine to have fun with food and indulge a bit. Um, of course, it becomes problematic when that's on the daily. Like people who are eating cakes every day and not doing the subsequent required exercise and such, they're just getting older and they're causing some minor damage to their brain, and body, and just like I heard someone referred to it, it's like eating glucose and just having it floating around in your bloodstream after consuming without doing the subsequent exercise that's required for proper utilization and storage of that glucose, is like having shards of glass in your bloodstream. And so like it's damaging, and like there's tons of people that just don't really know, and they're just eating like junk food, and like they don't really think about it because you don't really feel that bad after having like a cake or something like that. But I'm definitely aware of that, and so like after every meal, just like do some squats or go on a walk. And I just today went on a walk after a couple weeks. Like I needed to go on a walk. Um, I needed to go on more walks. I'm not really doing my cardio. I'm getting my heart rate up. I'm doing these sets of 20 squats and such, and that's very useful. So like keeping my exercise is pretty spot on. Like today was like I only did 30 minutes of yoga, and then like I didn't really do anything else, and then I just had Tom, and that really helped, like just waking up and all that. But of course it's pointless. It's pointless. This is a pointless video. That's what my conscience is saying. I think it's my conscience. And totally pointless. Like I don't I always come up with my point during the video. Anyways, um, anything more about like just living my life. Okay, um, like with this e-cig, I'm not hitting it immediately right now like I normally would. I'm waiting till 3. Before that, it was 1 o'clock and I was waiting till 2, and um, so I'm like waiting at least an hour. Like I might do 30 minutes, but I set a goal. It's like, oh, maybe in 5 minutes. That's kind of stupid, but not really worth it. Not much of a change, but I'm regulating it, and I'm not just impulsively hitting e-cig whenever I want, and I'm doing whatevs for my building discipline. I'm building discipline. I'm reading more. I'm reading for the first time. I've been skipping reading or anything like that. I got like this pocket autonomy book, like that I have to like go through, and I have to draw and learn how to draw human anatomy. Maybe this is a little more advanced than what is probably the best book to start with, but I'll give it a try. And yeah, and um anything important, like anything that I could have some passion about. I mean, there's only 4 minutes left. um I this is a really bad video, isn't it? No, there's some people. It's like I like Asian man's random ramblings and stuff. Like some people like this, and but like the general distaste I have like for selfish people, for unconscious people, for irresponsible people. Oh no, like just yesterday, it really got to me. Just like I was kind of irritable, had a bad day. I was just thinking like, I know if I was in your position, I'd be able to give something more and do something about it and think a little more better than. And when I am in that position, I will. And then once I'm in like an even better position, like I can hopefully have the status and know-how and articulation to like kind of spread like a general more cooperative disposition, like of wanting to aid someone that isn't just like someone you know necessarily, like just taking a chance on a stranger is like helping them out, like you know, it's a lot of society's problems is due to people not really, like people are like on technology, on distracted with things, indoors, not really going out. Like most people don't like go out and talk to anyone or whatever. So they like have their group of friends or whatever. But like, it's like, I don't know. Should I just delete this video? I'll just upload it. Make another one maybe. It just whatever. Like, wait, what's the last part? The I don't know. Like I guess this is a society of narcissists, and like to some degree, I'm narcissistic, but like it's like I care about myself, and maybe perhaps I'm too like focused on myself. Everything I do, has some relation. Like, I either want to share it with someone, or I want to eventually, or it gets me to like just making the day by day, like doing house shit and taking care of myself, and all the writing and everything that I'm practicing is like eventually, like I will be able to help. I don't know, blah blah blah, just random video.